Hi friends, welcome to day 4 of our 5-day mini series for morning stretching to start your day off. We are on day 4, which is very exciting. Yesterday, I think compared to what we'll do in the other classes, I would consider it a little more intense. Today is very much the opposite. So today it's going to be nice and mellow. Probably will remain seated the whole time. As per usual, let's start with 5 cycles of breath going at my pace or your own pace, sighing out, fluttering the lips out. I say occasionally in my classes, maybe if you just want to scream on your exhale, that's okay too. Be mindful of neighbors perhaps, but when you're ready, starting your 5 cycles of breath. Option to close the eyes. Last one. When you're ready, if the eyes are closed, gently fluttering them open. We're going to remain seated for a big portion of this, so if you're not very comfortable how you're seated, please become so. Wherever you are, maybe reset the posture. I say reset the posture, really what that means is check in with your posture. Are you like me and have you become lazy and sat like this? Please no. It happens. Just remind yourself, okay, maybe better posture now is possible. So inhale here. Exhale, we're going to tip one ear towards one shoulder. We'll start with the neck stretches we did the other day. So linking breath and movement if you want, though totally optional. If you are, you inhale towards center and exhale towards your stretch. Moving very slowly, gently, definitely. And with curiosity, noticing, does this feel any different than any other days that you've done this? Do you notice any patterns with how you sleep and how you feel the next day during your stretches? After you've completed the second side, turning this into looking over each shoulder. Inhaling to center, exhaling into, well, wherever you're going, if you want. Being aware that maybe this is going to look totally different than it's looked on all other days. Maybe it's going to be much smaller because you're not feeling so hot. Maybe you feel great and these are big and you feel a good stretch and everything feels healthy and wonderful. Complete your second side. And we're going to tip the head back, chin to chest. After this, we'll move into stretching the wrists, upper arms, full arms, really. I guess I'm not like a lower arm hater. Last round here. Good. When you're ready, meet me back here at center. We're going to take really small, loose fists with our hands. Nice big bend on the elbows. And drawing circles in one direction. Again, making this very small. If it needs to be small, change direction. Popping and cracking is normal, relatively, for a lot of people. If it hurts, probably you should stop. Good. Oh, I don't know if you can hear that. Mine cracks a lot. One hand out in front of you, still a bend in this elbow. I'm going to take my other hand either from the side or from the top, making sure to grab the palm of the hand, not just the fingers, and a very gentle encouragement backwards. If you're hypermobile, probably don't do this one. Or do it and be very, very, very mindful of how much stress and strain you're potentially putting on the muscles. Fingers down. Same idea, grabbing the back of the hand, not so much the fingers, and nice and gentle. If you give a gentle push and you don't feel any sensation, any level of stretch, that's okay. It's okay to stop where you want to, whether or not there's sensation. Good. Switch sides. little pull back. If you don't know that you're hypermobile and you're looking at your hand like, wow, that's going really far, fingers down, and I don't feel anything, you might be hypermobile. Maybe look into it. Beautiful, release that. We're gonna take our arms up like a cactus. Inhale here. If you want, exhale as you take the fingers down. Maybe linking breath and movement, maybe not. Shoulders, arms, elbows, joints in general are very tricky potentially. If you have a history of injury, maybe this looks really, really, really different in your body, and you're just finding a shape that is more suitable to you. And if it doesn't look anything like my shape, okay, that's fine. I don't mind. Does it feel good in your body? Great, that's what I want. Come out of that. Let's take fingers either on the shoulder blades or near to, doesn't matter. Opening the elbows maybe up to the side, maybe, if there was a line drawn out from the side of you, maybe you're going back behind that line. And then taking the elbows towards each other. If they don't touch, totally fine. But working, open and close, being curious about where you feel this. Being curious about what size of shape feels best here. Lovely. Back to center. I'll show you from the side here, but we're gonna work on the ankles. So you may want to lean back on a wall, a piece of furniture here, but I've got one leg out. I'm gonna pick up my other leg so that I can draw circles with this ankle in one direction and the other. Good, and switching sides. If holding the leg up does not work for you here, you can do this here for sure. Even if I don't cue or suggest something and you find some version that works better for you, that's totally and completely allowed. Absolutely allowed. Good, now sitting with the legs out, leaning back onto something or maybe onto your arms, but please be mindful that the elbows are soft. Pointing and flexing the feet, either one at a time or both together, going to however far it feels good for you. If you're very stiff, if maybe you've never stretched your ankles before, maybe you're not really moving that much. That's okay, as long as you feel it or don't feel it. You're here. That's what matters. Beautiful. Come back to seated. We'll do some side stretches, much like we've done before. Leaning up and over, maybe thinking lower with this version. So taking forearm to the ground rather than hand with straight arm, but exploring a little fluidity in your movement. Excuse me. Back and forth at your own pace, in your own time. Making this a shape and size that feels satisfying to you. We'll do one more on each side. Low, comfortable, gentle, perfect. I'm gonna turn to the side so I don't knock over a bunch of plants here. We've got just a little bit more here. Inhale, take your arms up overhead. And then as you exhale, we're gonna take the arms down and back, going only as far as feels comfortable. Generally, I find that my shoulders tend to be more flexible than, let's say, the average body. So if it seems like I'm going really, really, really far and you're not anywhere near me, that's absolutely okay. It could simply be that I don't know, my shoulders are flexible, or I do this all day, every day. That's part of it too. Good, last one. Arms up. We are gonna give ourselves a nice big hug. A little sway side to side, maybe a little, like a little roll around, especially with the top half of the body. See if you can get a little stretch of some sort here. A little sway maybe. Back to center. Let's take 2 big cycles of breath together, and then I'll send you on your way. One more. Thank you for joining me for day 4. I am Ariel, and I will see you tomorrow for day 5.